reflection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. Jesus. You have that Page of Swords, you have the Five of Wands in your overall energy. Interesting, isn't it? But anyway, this is going to be a relationship spread. Wow. You can apply with anyone in your life. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. And this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with you guys, all right? That means 5 cards in the past. So, overall energy, Page of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Cups. You guys are just not letting somebody in. Why? Because you're having like a little bit of a conflict and battles going on inside of your head. There's things that you really want to be protesting against. Yep. There are things that you really want to be protesting against, and be careful of, inflicting conflict within this relationship. You just want to be alone. You just want to take care of your own self. You might disappear or ghost somebody in the past though, because this person, in the past, they kind of like starting to feel that you guys are growing further and further distance apart from them. But you were like the Ace of Swords in reverse, so you understand that about them. You know that they miss you, or you know that they want to reach out, or you know that there is a bit of a conversation that needs to happen. But because you have not come to a full conclusion yet, you're not done with your decision-making process. You decided to, maybe I should just keep things for myself right now. So there is like, if this was like a relationship that was happening like in a recent past, I think there's like so many things that was swept under the rug. Like you have like a little bit that you want to protest against them, but you were not able to say it because you don't know if you're okay with that or not in the past. And them too, like they realize that you are acting a bit funny, but they don't dare ask you that because you're also dealing with somebody. You probably are dealing with an avoidant person who has a little bit of the inability to really express what their desires and what their emotions are. So what is the overall challenge is that you have the Ten of Wands and you also have the Five of Pentacles, fear of being hurt, fear of being abandoned, fear that if I were to be putting this much work into a relationship, it's going to come to nothing. Then I'm going to go back to square one where I have to pick up the pieces again and walk with myself. So this is your fear and this is their fear as well. Nagatumasa, sekarang na mis 5 cards in a now. Chariot card in reverse. So now they're kind of like being a bit unsure. They were sure about you in the past. They really wanted to kind of like move forward with you, running 180 miles per hour. But then they kind of like stopped doing that. For them, it's to serve them some sort of protection and stability. And you're also distancing yourself away though, and you're trying to bury yourself with your work or your routines, your daily activities. You're kind of like burying, you're distracting yourself with all of these things, and you're kind of like wondering like, what am I going to do with this person? You have this Two of Wands, so you're analyzing them from the distance. You might also feel that you are dealing with somebody who has like a little bit of a holier than thou type of attitude, because that's kind of like what they are though. Like they're like, especially if you guys are dating one person, I'm only going to be sure about taking a giant leap of faith with you, Sagittarius, if you do a certain type of thing. If this is like a relationship that has been going on for a long time and you guys were having like a big argument about something, this person might want to integrate you or try to question you with the book of sins that they have written. A little bit of mind games might happen though, but I think you guys are not really responding to it, and you don't stress out over it because you feel that this is just a tornado. This too shall pass. Not really something that I should be engaging right now. Not really something that I should pay any mind to. Lima kartu masa depan, that means 5 cards in the future. 9 of Wands. They're scared. They're scared of doing anything to you. Justice, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. And they will then see that you guys are going to be celebrating something, or you guys are going to have like an acknowledgement. You're going to be in a project where you're going to be in a spotlight or what have you. And that makes them scared. Like, wow, like you do know that we have problems in a relationship, but how come am I the only person who is getting all worked up about it and you're actually doing well in life? And they're kind of like a bit scared to do anything about you. Especially if you guys are in no contact, like they're scared to approach you. They're scared of doing anything to you because one, their ego wouldn't allow it to be. And the second one is that they fear rejection and Although you're open to that though, I mean, like you're the Queen of Cups. Like if they were to be emotionally available to you and they were to be open to have like a great emotional talks with you, you guys are open with that. I mean, you have the Three of Wands, but then again, it's difficult for them to do that. And they might give off the impression as if like they're wishy-washy and indecisive about you. But the truth of the matter is that they fear, they're kind of like intimidated, they're scared. They see you shining. You're going to shine. Three of Wands. I think you guys are going to be like the bigger person. And I mean, if they're open to have like a great emotional talk with you, you guys are open with that too. I think you guys are going to be a bigger person. If you guys kind of like meet them or you come across them, you know, unintentionally, like when you go grocery shopping or when you go to the gym. I know it's impossible, it's lockdown, Anisa, come on. But yeah, you are going to be like a bigger person to say hello to them or try to do something. You guys are going to be a bigger person. And this person is a bit scared of doing anything to you though. Even to invest in a relationship and try to, you know, work around the relationship, they're a bit scared of doing that. They're scared of getting hurt. Okay, so that is if you guys are dealing with one person. What happens if you guys are single and ready to mingle? I think in the past few in the future weeks to come, you guys are actually going to be focusing a lot on yourself. What makes you feel good? You do have people who adores you. You do have people who are interested in you, but you're just way too intimidating. They kind of like think that you guys are unattainable at some point. Yeah. So now we'll move on to the two people scenarios in a way that if you guys are dealing with one person, your reading ends a few seconds ago, okay? So person A is somebody who's starting to notice that you guys have grown further and further apart. With this person, you do know that they need either clarity, closure, confirmation, so whatever that is, and you guys are just not giving them that. And then now they're coming to a sudden halt. You never heard from them again. They're different than how they were in the past. Sometimes you get to wonder what is up with them, but I feel that you got a full pictures about them. In the future, you guys are going to be celebrating something, and again, this person is going to be like, damn, Sagittarius, like you're shining and I want to reach out, I want to do something with you, but I'm just so scared of doing that, right? You're shining and I'm hurting. Person B is somebody who you had difficulties of getting a closures off because you feel that this person is a bit mysterious. With person B, there might be like a third party situations going on in the past and you just cannot, come around it. The person B, whoever it is a narcissistic person. Straight up, I'm going to tell you that, yeah? And you enable them so much, you make so much excuses for them, it's not worthy. Sagittarius, really, in the future, like this person is still going to be playing mind games with you. It's somebody who has a holier than thou type of attitude. No matter how much you're willing to try, you could never, ever compete with the woman or man that they've created inside their head. They want to marry an ideal somebody that they've created inside of their head. You're not competing with anybody. You're competing with an imaginary person that they've created inside of their head. You will never win. In the future, this person is still going to be calculating you, still going to be analyzing you. I'm not sure if I wanted to let you in or should I not let you in. But for some reasons in the future, you guys are still trying to manifest this connection. Careful with your expectations with person B. I don't really like the energy that I'm saying, and I'm being as truthful and blunt as I am because this is a Sagittarius reading. I know that you can handle my truth. Okay, be careful with person B. I mean, I understand that you make excuses, you enable them, you see a potential in them. Careful with your expectations. If you can manage your expectations in the same level as they are, I think you're going to do great. But if you expect more than what they are in the now, you're going to get hurt. Be careful with that, okay, Sagittarius? So I think that is it for my reading for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys gained tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. I really do hope that I could meet you, next week for another weekly reading. Okay, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little